for life, if you will. My rose garden. Now, my rose garden a few months ago was nothing but ugly sticks poking out of the ground, covered with angry thorns. Now, they are extraordinary. And here's the thing. I did not do anything to deserve it. I didn't tend them in the fall because I had back surgery. I didn't do anything with the springtime because I was still suffering from it. I didn't feed them. I didn't prune them. I didn't do anything. And yet, they are bursting with the beauty of the love of God. And in my mind, that is the greatest metaphor for transformation. The reality that we have seasons in our life where things are pokey and sticky and ugly and not fun, but those can and will be transformed. That's the promise. I love that. So my rose garden helps to draw me closer to God, to bring me in unity with the Holy One, because it causes me to think about the mystery, the majesty, the wonder of the creative hand in the world. Unity is a big deal in our readings today. Our readings are all about finding unity with God. Our first reading from Acts of the Apostles, one of the commentators that I read preparing for this morning called it the worst prison break in history. Which I really love because, yeah, that's pretty much it. Because here's the story. Paul and his buddies heal a woman, a slave woman who's been making a lot of money for her owners because she can tell fortunes, supposedly. And they heal her of that, and the owners are not happy. Greed, is a powerful motivator. They are sad about losing their money, and they have them arrested. They're flogged, they're put in prison. It's just a horrible, abusive situation. And that night, an earthquake shakes the ground. The doors fly open, the chains fall off, and they could be free. Now, mind you, if it were me, if I'd been there, and those doors opened up, I'd be thinking, God sent that earthquake so that I could, beat feet out of here, and I'd be gone. But not Paul. Not Paul and his friends. They stayed put, because suddenly we have an idea of a unity with God that seeks after the greater good. It was the greater good that caused them to heal the woman. It is the greater good that caused them to stay put. Because they knew, probably, that had they left, the jailer would have been executed. And indeed, the jailer was ready to do himself in because of the shame of having lost the prisoners. So they stayed put. Not only do they stay put, but the jailer is so overcome with the wonder of what has happened that he heals, he cleanses their wounds, he feeds them, he takes them home. One thing leads to another, and Paul baptizes the whole family. The greater good and unity. So these two who could have been enemies suddenly become family because of Paul listening to God and acting on the greater good. It's kind of an amazing story. Now, our gospel lesson there's a lot of words in the gospel lesson, and it's not one of the easiest ones, but the bottom line is that about God and Jesus being one, and that Jesus is calling you and me to be one as well. Now, I don't know about you, but in the last couple of days, I've been struggling with what I've been hearing in the news. I know that you, like me, are tired of hearing it. Tired of hearing a story wherein weapons of war are taken into a place of peace and people are destroyed. Lives are destroyed. We hear it over and again, and we're the only nation in the world where this happens over and over and over again. What are we doing about it, and why does it happen? My brain can't quite understand that, and it is where I find myself longing for a unity with God that will explain to me what is going on. But you see, I believe what's happening here is a call to the greater good. What I think is happening in these lessons today is that we are called to be in unity with God and open our hearts and our minds to hear something new. It is not about each one of us having the right answer and wanting everybody else to come along. It's about each one of us being other one, learn from the other one, and somehow come to a compromise that is for the greater good. That's where we have to put our prayers, my friends, because the things that separate us as human beings are man-made. The things that separate us are not of God. The things that separate us are our own institutions, our own definitions, our own challenges. And we have to learn to look beyond those, to find a way to enter in love and respect and compassion as our God would have us do. That's what Jesus is all about, is love. Wanting us to be one with God, one with Jesus, one with another. Now, God brought me my roses to help me along the way. And I've been struggling with this sermon all week, kind of fighting it. It's fighting me. So about 5 o'clock last night or earlier maybe, I was like, I'm going to stop. I'm going to get some handwork. I'm going to sit in front of the TV. I'm going to sew. And I'm going to just not think about it. So I look to see what's on. And TCM comes through yet again. And I turn on a movie I've seen a million times. And I think, oh, I can just listen and sew. And oh, there it came. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm thinking? West Side Story. 1961. Great movie. So I'm sewing along, but I find myself putting my handwork down and being drawn into the story in a very deep way. God brought me that story. And what I realized is that story is as relevant today as it was in 1961. And it broke my heart. And that last scene, do you remember it? Maria has gone, and Tony is dead. He's lying on the floor, or the pavement of the basketball court. There's one light that has a circle, and he's in the middle of that circle, and the sharks are over here, and the jets are over here, and he's dying in Maria's arms. And it is breathtaking, and so hard. Bernardo has killed Riff, and now Tony has killed Bernardo, and Chino has now killed Tony, and it's crazy. It's ridiculous. And here's Maria, beautiful Natalie Wood, tears streaming down her face, and she has this astounding speech. She says, it wasn't the people who killed, it was all of us, because it was hate that killed Tony. It was hate. Powerful. What happens next is the jets come to pick up Tony's lifeless body. They can't quite do it. The sharks come over and help lift the body. So these two warring gangs together carry the lifeless body of Tony out of what has become a very sacred space. And slowly but surely, people follow. Maria has a black shawl on her head as she walks silently behind the body. And slowly but surely, the players all peel off until there's nothing left but the light on the place where Tony died. One of the most powerful things I've seen in a long time. God brought me that yesterday because I needed that yesterday. I needed to see that because hate is the evil thing that we have to fight. We cannot live in hate. We cannot live in fear. We cannot, if we want a world that is meant to be what God has intended. We just can't. So this morning, 4 o'clock, I woke up wide awake, like my sermon's like, wah! And I go to look out at my garden. The sun is just coming up. The morning star that we just read about in the book of Revelation, the morning star. And there is my garden. There's dew on the petals of my roses. And underneath one of the bushes, 2 little tiny baby bunnies. Little tiny baby bunnies. And they're just munching. Good thing I have a lot of roses because there's enough for them and not for me. Works out well. But all of a sudden what I saw was the beauty of God's creation, the innocence of God's creation, the wonder of God's creation, the way that God intended for us to live. God did not intend for us to live in hate. God intends for us to delight in the beauty of this created world. And that means we have work to do. We have to let go. We have to listen to one another. We have to learn how of unity, from a place where Jesus lives, that's where our love must flow. And if we can do that, then the world will indeed change. So how do you hear God? How do you hear God? And what can you do to prepare for next week, when the great gift of the Holy Spirit will come? That counsel that Jesus promised on Thursday before ascending into heaven. Jesus said, I will send the advocate, so to bring you into all understanding. Which means we have some growing to do. And that's exciting. So let us do that. Let us prepare for the Holy Spirit. Let us listen to our God. And let us love as we have been loved. Amen. Amen.